Sarah, you are outstanding in this film. And I have to tell you, a few years ago, I had the pleasure to talk to you here at TIFF for Take This Waltz, which a lot of people did not see because Sarah Silverman did a phenomenal job in that drama, too.
Aww.
Now look at her. Oh, my goodness. How far did you have to dig to play this woman?
I had stuff from my own life to pull from and from lives around me. I have not struggled with addiction, but I'm surrounded by it as a comedian, and was able to have a lot of great resources, and then I pretended it.
Yeah, you pretended it really well, and I'm glad you pretended it. Oh my goodness, because was it frustrating to play a woman like this? You know, a woman who has everything, such a lovely, amazing, beautiful life, and this happens.
Yeah, I think what I love about the movie is that it's, that people are going to walk away from it with very different ideas about what it was and who she is. And I love that in a movie. That's what I love the most about a movie, being able to fight with your friends about what it means to you, you know, and it is truly like, I think that this character is someone that there are going to be people with immense empathy for her, and people with absolutely no empathy for her that find her indulgent and, you know, with a lot of first-class white people problems.
Yeah, yeah.
So it all depends on your own historical past, you know, your own life experience, how you're going to infer. I'm using a lot of great, really big words.
Yeah, were you practicing with your thesaurus this morning?
I'm the husband.
Okay, Sarah Silverman. You know, I watch these movies and I see these phenomenal comedians, and then they take on these dramatic roles and they just knock them out of the park. Why do comics or funny people make such great dramatic actors?
I think my guess is, one, just on the surface, I think, comedy is something that people don't think of as acting, and it is. Even if you're in your best place comedically, you're fully yourself on stage. You know, that's the goal. But that's kind of the goal of acting too, in a lot of ways. You know, so I think people forget that a lot of comedians are actors. You know, what they're doing is, I mean, I think Joan Rivers' biggest heartache was that she was never seen as an actress, you know. Yeah. But it's also, I think, you know, and I don't think it's any kind of new revelation that comedians and darkness go hand in hand, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, we look at us, we drop like flies. I mean,
yeah, no, sadly. Yeah. You know, seriously, you are doing such great work. You did this. You're fabulous on Masters of Sex. I love seeing you. Funny enough that Josh Charles is also on that show.
I know.
Weird. How did that all work out?
I know, it's very exciting.
It's awesome.
A lot of incestuous.
But that's okay, you know, that way, incestuous, that way is awesome. And then, of course, you've got the comedy, but at the end of the day now, where do you want to see yourself going? Can you divide yourself up in the two different areas? And
I'm very lucky in that I have no inclination towards plotting out a life for myself. I never have, you know. I do know that my heart is comedy. I will never stop doing stand-up. That's besides genuinely being my bread and butter, you know, I'm pretty low rung in the Hollywood movie scene, but also it's my joy.
It's gonna rise, though.
It might, but stand-up is my joy. Comedy is when I'm successful at it, it makes my arms itch with glee, you know, and so but I love being able to do lots of things, you know, and to get a chance like this has been, you know, I've never had an opportunity like this, and it was really cool.
What are the reactions that you're getting from this performance, just from people who've seen it so far?
Well, you know, I'm seeing a very skewed perspective. I'm talking to people who have actually seen the movie, first of all, and every conversation I'm having are these where it's all about me. Yeah. So I understand that, you know, I have friends that will go, oh, they're saying this about me and this about me. I said, nobody's Googling you but you. So I think I have a little perspective on it, but it's what I've seen has been very nice, and I shield myself from otherwise as much as I can. But
Well, Sarah Silverman, I think we're going to see you at the Oscars, mark my words. You will get a nomination. You're so fantastic in this movie. And for me, it's always a pleasure to talk to you.
Oh my God, if you're wrong, will you give me $1,000?
I will give you $1,000. I will pull it out of somewhere. I will give it to you.
Good,
But I will not be wrong.
I like having silver linings around any possibility.
I will not be wrong. You're fabulous. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you.